we got a song. The song is called Way I Bonny Lad, and I hope you like it. What's going on, bonny lad? You're gannin on strike. Why? In a trance for request, but you're a pro. Sad, really sad. And UFC. Why? Hey, what's going on, Newcastle United? Who is steering the ship? Give your head a shake. Shocked as we all are. Why? Alexander, you're a pro, or is it? Three years on your contract. Newcastle United, where are our players? No one is saying now. Why is that? New season, 15 days away. Way I, bonny lads, what you doing? why you acting like you're doing? Hey, what's going on, Newcastle? Come on, who is steering our ship? Come on, give your head a shake. So yeah, there we go. There's the song. Hey, Bonnie lad. And you know, earlier we had Adam Pearson, Rubinstein, and Matty Renton. Now Matty's in Spain, and Matty was saying a lot of things which we are all thinking, every single one of us. But it's disgusting. It's disgusting because nobody's saying nothing. Why is that? You know, I'm wearing this away shirt because all of the other shirts are hanging up on the line, drying from being washed. But it's the badge, the club, the honour. And the crux of the song is you're meant to be a professional, Alexander Isak, yet you're training in Spain. Why? Why are you training in Spain? Don't understand that, because on Sunday we play Tottenham. So why aren't you there? You're under contract. 3 years to run. And this is how you treat the fans. That's shocking. Okay. So I thought I would play you the song. Straight up. Right, what we got? We got 30 here and we got 3 likes, so my song wasn't that bad. Right, okay. But honestly, pain in the you know what. Right. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Right. So, it's just a game. Why are people so worked up about this? Well, let me just point something out here, Bok Bok. Yeah? I said it in previous live videos. Or transfers or weird structure, smash it to pieces. There's lots of things. There's so many different things. Right, where are we? There we go. Goodbye. That person doesn't even like the channel. He is always scratching. So He is in Spain because he's injured. You believe that? The moon's pink, by the way, if you believe that. The the point is this: he is contracted for 3 years till 2028. We're in 2025. Matty, Adam, Rubenstein are furious, and another person is also furious, and that is True Geordie. And there's a lot of people. Joe Linton trained in Brazil when he was injured. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I can. But down in tools. Why are you down in tools? You know, I mean, there is a lot of mistakes. The mistakes are not just him. No, our club as well. Our club have well and truly dropped the ball. And somebody, when they dropped that ball, decided to kick it into row Z. What are you talking about? You see the badge right there? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what the song was about. What's that plate behind you? It is that one there. That was given by somebody. Yeah, it is quite decorative. Is it safe to come back? Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for somebody to come in, and then I'm going to do something. But I've today, this afternoon, I was on a Zoom call with 89 people for YouTube. And we were talking about something I already have: memberships, tier 1, 2, and 3. Also, they were talking about emojis, things like that. But I updated Geordie Nation about roughly, I think it was 2 hours ago. I updated that. Have I ever spoken? No, I've spoken to Adam Pearson outside of the ground. Evening Thomas, I've spoken to Paul Ditchburn outside the ground. I've spoken to Eddie H of Tyneside Life, right outside of the Strawberry, PD Proudlock, John Sinclair as well, many times. I haven't. There's all of the different channels I haven't met is Magpie Channel TV, Lee Lawler of Newcastle Fans TV, yet Chris from Gallagher Shots, Chris again, or Mark from Evermore NUFC. So, yeah. There is one thing though, Corvo. There is one thing, and it is this. When I was doing that upgrade for Geordie Nation, in there, there is now a new piece, and what that's for is for a special purpose. As we go through certain targets. So we are on the 31st of the month, and tomorrow morning is the 1st of August. 3,000 subscribers here, and that unlocks a door. And the aim of unlocking that door is when we do the boxes. So there will be a link. It'll probably be a link with StreamYard, where you get to go backstage, and I want you to come on camera. I want you to be brave enough to come on camera and speak. You could include facial recognition for login purpose. I don't know about that because, but I will look at it. So, yeah, but what I was looking at was this: celebrating what we're doing as we go forward, having a forum where you get invited in, and we talk about Newcastle United, music, and other stuff. But mainly it'll be Newcastle United, and then possibly music. A neighbour of mine said that there's some woman from Singapore or in that region of the world, and she's now got the YouTube channel so she can go through all of the songs, including the one I've just sang, and hopefully, fingers crossed, her company may take steps. So yeah, but the problem, I went onto the computer early this morning, and I pointed one at the other, and what I think I need to do is go back into that, and there's 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it may be like doing the help button on Netlify and saying I need you to connect with Superbase, and then they'll do what the other one did, because 1, 2, 3 reg were no issue. They did take what, half an hour waiting for them to connect up and realize what I wanted done, but it was done. Right, okay, so where is he? There we go. But on Replit, I give out targets. The targets is in the next 15 days, 3,000 subscribers. That'll unlock a door. And when it unlocks the door, then what I want to do is within the next 15 days, go live straight from Geordie Nation. And then the mods, they learn. And Lee is saying, it's my birthday. Can you give me a... There you go. Evening, David. Oh, I'm Italian. David's turned me into Italian. Wow. But yeah. Oh, right. Got you. You don't connect to... You don't connect to super base. Connect super goes to the back end code. Right, so we are going to... There we go. So there's lots of things in the next month and even more in September. So much more things to happen. And I'll be showing you everything. So there's lots to go through. Might want to turn on your notifications down. Well, sadly, I'm live, so can't do that. Any plans to travel? If I can travel to Champions League games, I'll do that. But I need to hit 3,000 subscribers. As I was checking earlier, that, I mean, even when I was in the Zoom call with, there was 93 and then it dropped to 89. And yeah, so, but I was chatting to most of them just before it started, to say what we were doing. What happens at 3K subs? A door is opened. I've already put the fixture in. And because I've already put the fixture in, that fixture is for this channel. Taking me forward. You can fight a room for $9.99 in October. Great bargain. $9.99. Is that with their EasyJet, where you're like strapped to the back end of the plane? But I'm looking forward to it. Ryanair. Yeah, Ryanair. Heard some stuff about Ryanair, but if it gets you to where you want to be, I just want to have 2 days. One day, the match, the day before, having a walk around and do a live where I am, showing what my surroundings is. And if I bump into another YouTube channel, do a video interview. First time abroad? No. This time round will be the first time with a passport, but it is what it is. Ryanair also seeking new UK pilots. Me fly a plane? Give her one, man. Nah. Besides, anyway, don't those passenger jet planes like Ryanair have two people up front? How do you go abroad without a passport? Well, that would be telling. Yeah, that would be telling. But Holland, Belgium, and other places. What was that one? What was that one? Mr. G, if you can drive a bus, you can fly a plane. No. With a bus, you have your pressure and a speedo and a temperature gauge. In a plane, I wouldn't like to think how many dials you've got to look at. There'd be, loads. And I mean, never mind the levers. Levers for this, levers for that, flicks for this, and, whoa. But yeah. Wales or Scotland doesn't count. No, they don't. You're quite correct, because they're part of the British Isles. But, yeah. One thing I would really love to do, don't know if I could get a good signal, but the Eiffel Tower in Paris, because it was raining the last time, and mobile phones didn't exist back then. Have you considered reinstating Benny as a mod? Come the next 15 days, many people will have the opportunity to go for mod. And there's so many bits and pieces in this next 30 days have to happen. And part of them is the membership tiers, content for, what's the other one again? Trying to think what it's called. It's American. Anyway, never mind. Run a mystery tour. Give our woman. Yes. I'm just switching things around because there's important things coming up. And eventually, moderators are going to be paid. And that's going to be exciting, isn't it? And we're going to do different videos. There will be content on Geordie Nation of Whitley Bay, Colour Coats, and White Sands. And that's just for Geordie Nation. So, yeah. And also is find out who is going to run the office in Newcastle. And you have to go through the job centre, which is opposite St. Nicholas's Cathedral. Well, I was thinking of doing the cookery. I was thinking of doing it, and I'm not too sure. I've got everything. I'm on every platform every platform apart from 2 platforms. Not on LinkedIn, because got banned, and not on Twitter, which is now called X. I don't think you'll find many general managers to the tech industry in the job centre. I don't care. The job centre is already aware, because the other day I had a Zoom call with them and told them, pardon me, got the hiccups. I got the hiccups. Um, well, we are going to have, I hope, we're going to have from August, September, October, November, we should have nearly 1,000 in chat. And that's going to mean more moderators. And what you got to think about is this. You're going to get paid. It's not going to be a massive pay, but you're still going to get paid. Because that's what the meme is. That's what the meme is for. For when we do the lives and you come in and, you know, everyone's in a box. But yeah, there's a lot of things in the pipeline. What I want is 3,000 plus subscribers. You all know, every single person here knows that what I'm trying to do. Who else has done that? Who? The true answer is nobody. I want to be able to say when that time comes round, 2037, and I look at like handing the baton over to the next person, saying to them, take good care of it, like good people. And 49% of Geordie Nation going to the people of Newcastle upon Tyne. And nobody else, I don't think anybody else would do that. Can you not sell all your businesses and buy Newcastle? That's interesting. Interesting, John. Because you're dealing with hard people. Really. It would have to be a big amount of money to get anything like that. Was your decision about the mods by what you can afford to pay? No. The decision for paying the mods is I wanted to do something I don't think anybody else has done. Like the meme. Nobody else has done that. And that is solely to be able to get things done. Transport up to St James's, transport back. And transport to an away venue, wherever that may be, whether that's in Europe or within the UK. Because there are ways and means of getting the ticket. And then it's just a case of got the ticket in my hand, go, see if I can interview some people, and then go in and watch the match. Would you make your own version of the Happy Gilmore? No. No. But I want, like I said earlier, I want something that's free, where it costs you nothing. The memberships, which they mentioned in the Zoom meeting, there's already tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And then there is that other one. It begins with a P. I can't for the life of me think what it is. However, I just want to keep on growing. Well, the one thing I'll say is this. There's going to be a lot of shake-ups happen. There's going to be a lot more where today I was live and a phone call came in and you all heard in a previous live where my brother's ringing me up. So to keep the call private, I closed it. Yeah. Well, office space is on the cards. Same as a uniform is on the cards. That's what I want. So I want to hit certain targets. And if I hit those targets, that's one thing I said to Kaylee the other day at the job centre, is walk into the job centre and turn around and say, well, you said this, and that's how much I now earn. So is that not, I mean, Kaylee turned around and says, I agree what you're saying. Because if you're getting paid for doing content, then it may not be as much as like the lad down the road, Matt Armstrong, BMX. It may not be the same wage that he has, but it's still a wage. And you grow. A burger. Yum, yum, yum. Mm. Do you know what? The last burger, Corvo, I had, we'd been in up Newcastle. We'd been up Newcastle for the Southampton game. We had to come back on the coach. Boring, boring, sleep, boring. But gets into city centre of Nottingham, went to McDonald's, and I just fancied a Big Mac with a drink. My Big Mac was not a Big Mac. It was a flat Mac. Because I said to everybody, I went, isn't this supposed to be big? The meat, seriously. I think somebody'd used the steak hammers and bashed it and bashed it and bashed it. And I was like, go and better, man. But I still have it. Uh, does it come doused in coffee? And good evening, Daz. So, one thing, right? Somebody was mentioning earlier, and I want to point something out here, and it's this, right? Now, in 2024, what kid turned around and says to us, you've got to, like, try and energize yourself and do something. So I said about doing that. And that email from the other day, I haven't clicked on it yet, but I will click on it. That is for Udemy. And if it lets me do the audio and video, it'll let me do putting it all together. Because if you can do one, you can do the other. And then you will see code through until we are doing Champions League. If, only if. The college, Nottingham College Hub, nothing, nil point from them. David, Isaac is stepping on the famous badge. Yes, I know, that's why I did the song at the beginning. I'm absolutely furious. However, unlike some fellow YouTube channels, I will not use offensive language. So, yes, I'm angry. Do you know what it does? Yeah? Everybody can run and run and run. Tell this person, tell that person, tell that, tell everybody. At the end of the day, I am working through a process on something I've never ever done before in my born days. Yes, I'm going to make mistakes. Yes, I'm going to fall on my backside. Yes, that is very true. But I still always get back up. And report this, report that, report the other, report. Because all I'll say to all of those who, when, the information comes through is, yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to do something that has never been done. So, I'm being honest with you at the end of the day. Honesty first, straight at you. So you report, Geordie Nation report, everybody, all pile on that bandwagon. Because, like I say, I'll get in touch with these different things, which I've also got to pay for. They are not free services. Superbase isn't a free service. Netlify isn't a free service. And what I'm going to do is focus and get things done, including, obviously, pointing one thing at the seeking you and getting that so that it comes up on a page and go into it, etc. And keep developing. This development is going to carry on through 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, and beyond. It's not going to stop. Same as when people turn around and say, when I'm playing on the guitar, and they turn around and they say, yeah, this, that, and the other. I'm not stopping. So if you don't like, yeah, simple. Now, hopefully, because nothing has been said up to now, I'm hoping Craig Hope or Lee Ryder or somebody speaks to His Excellency Yasser Al Rumian to find out what is going on. Because nobody knows at the moment. Look, Corvo, Craig Hope, yeah, Daily Mail, yeah. If I had the YouTube subscribers he has, you, at the end of this stream, would have money. If I had his subscriber numbers. I don't. He works for a national newspaper. So he's going to climb very high, same as Keith Downey of Sky Sports. If I get close to them, I am as happy as anything. So yes. Now, get this stuff done tonight. Get it out there. And then we carry on. We move to the next. Really think you should take Seeking You to Dragon's Den. Is Dragon's Den still on television? Because I don't know. Nick Pope in talks with Burnley. It just gets worse, man. Whoever, I mean, it was said the other day that Yasser Al Rumian was going for talks with Alexander Isak. But they're playing the same game. Top secret. Why? Why are they doing top secret? To me, that tells me we're not wanted. Yeah, you're right, David. Yeah, right. You're right. What was that one? Anyway, Lucy is still claiming. Oh, Das. Don't lower the content, mate. Don't. At some point, you're gonna see this lady. Most likely, you will see this lady on Seeking You and Geordie Nation. So yeah. Couldn't tell you, David. I couldn't tell you. If she wants to, then we just plough forward. But don't know. Daz, look, you have done a lot of things, yeah, I'm not happy about, but you've done them, yeah? Now, let things lie. You probably hold the camera. No, because I intend to get a camera man. What am I helping you to pay tax? Do you know what, Daz? Throughout my adult life, yeah, I've worked in many different jobs, not just as a bus driver, but many other jobs too. And I've paid into the system on each of those jobs. Never once, never, ever in my life did I ever get a rebate from the tax office, which I find incredible because when I was a driver, everybody else was getting them. I got diddly squat. Would I feature in diddly squat? That's Jeremy Clarkson's farm. Don't know because it's in the south. SA 302 tax return. Okay. Right. So, my hope is by the end of tonight, there is no issue with seeking you. I know I'm in the south, but it's a bit further south. Catch me drift? So yes, sort seeking you out, and then fingers crossed, sort the other problems out. I still have to do a lot of paperwork, which they saved for me. But yeah, so to all of you wonderful and beautiful people, memberships tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Also, going to be looking at new custom emojis. And some of the bits which are currently on the laptop, which were going to be NFT, I'm going to change it so that it goes into an emoji. Visit the beach. Yeah, well, the nearest beach to me is somewhere called Mablethorpe, and the other place is Skegness. Never been to either. No need to apologise for being disabled, but it was a spin around. So I'm looking for dedicated people going forward. Dedicated people who are going to actually earn when I tell you you're going to earn. Okay? So thank everybody for coming in and get seeking you done in the next hour, 2 hours. Then we move forward. So thank you.
And 11:30 tomorrow morning. Be there or be square.